Okay, if you're a subscriber to the Quirky email, I promised you last week the rest of the story of my trip to Seattle to meet Jon Acuff. A friend of mine and I, Jill Williamson, she's an amazing author, and she has a new trilogy out, and it just got nominated for the Christie Award this week. So go check it out. It's called King's Folly by Jill Williamson. Anyway, she went with me. The two of us road tripped up. We bought cupcakes and macarons, and then we went out for Thai food. And, you know, that's all the things that I talked about last week. And I showed pictures of these beautiful cupcakes in a bakery, and I showed a picture on the Facebook Live of our yummy, gorgeous, Instagram-worthy Thai food, and then I showed pictures of meeting Jon Acuff, all amazing. But I wanted to tell you a little bit more about the story because I think we get caught up in other people's Instagram lives and in other people's highlights reel, and we forget that there's real life thrown in there too. So I wanted to tell you the rest of this particular story just as a reminder that we've all got stuff, and me most of all. So, I wanted to get Jon Acuff a present, just as like a thank you for the great book, and as a, you know, let's be brutally honest, a great marketing ploy for Quirky Faith. And I just love to give gifts. It's one of my favorite things. And so he's from Nashville, so I thought, well, he's from Tennessee. Let's get him some stuff that is from the Pacific Northwest. So I asked readers and friends, you know, what should I get Jon Acuff? And so what I ended up buying him was some Moonstone carameled sea salt chocolates, yum. And then I bought him some Stumptown coffee, a pound of Stumptown coffee. And then I got him this very bar of Tillamook cheddar cheese. I love Tillamook. John loves queso, so I figured, right, well, this is a good combination. And I wrapped these. I put my Quirky Faith sticker on them. You can see some on this one is peeled off. There's more to that story. Then I put them in, I wrapped them in green, much as my logo, and I put them in a cellophane. So back up a little bit. Here's what happened. We drove up early because to get from where I live to Seattle in no traffic time takes like 2.5, 3 hours. If you wait till traffic, it takes 5 to 6 hours and you miss your event. So we went up early, which is why we had time for the cupcakes and the Thai food. Well, it was kind of hot out, and my Tillamook cheese, this jar, melted in the car. It was already queso. I could have just given it to him like that. It was queso cheese. So I got up there and I'm like, Jill, what am I gonna do? My cheese is melted. I can't give Jon Acuff melted hot cheese. So maybe we could get some ice and cool it down. And Jill said, you know, you could just buy another bar. And I thought, oh gosh, thank the Lord she's with me. So we went to the store in Seattle and we bought a new jar, and a new brick of this Tillamook cheese, and we peeled the sticker off successfully, stuck it on there, repackaged the whole thing. I don't know why I didn't think about cheese melting, especially for queso. Hello. Anyway, so then I thought, well, it's just gonna melt again. This was at like 3, the event wasn't until like 7. How am I gonna keep this cheese cool for the next 4 hours? So I did buy ice. I didn't have a cooler. So I asked the guy at the store, I said, okay, listen, what I need is, you know, just a bag so I can double bag this. So give me one of your plastic bags and I'll put the ice in that, and then we'll put the cheese in there and it'll be fine. And he said, oh yeah, we don't have plastic bags. It's a Seattle thing. So he gave me a paper bag, which okay, paper bag. I bought a thing of ice. I stuck the ice in a bag, which I had in my car, a plastic bag, and then I double bagged it into the paper bag, and then I put the whole package in there with the cheese and one of Jill's cupcakes, and I put it in my trunk. So we went to the event and stood in line. I was super excited to meet him. You can see the video. Woohoo! Here's a photo. And I got this copy of his new book, Finish. It came out last week. And it's autographed to Quirky Faith. It says, Quirky Faith, you're a rock star, Jon Acuff. And I'm going to give a copy of this book to one of the subscribers on my quirky email. So if you are not yet a subscriber and you want an autographed copy or more stories of melted cheese, please go to the website and subscribe, and then I'm gonna draw one Sunday morning so you can win a copy. So anyway, we left the event, so excited, so much fun, got back in the car, drove home. I drove Jill to her house and went home. I tucked my babies into bed. They were asleep, but I, kissed them on their head, and then I got in bed and I'm going to sleep. And in the middle of the night, I woke up, sat straight up in bed, and I thought, oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. So I ran out to the car and I opened my trunk, and guess what? Paper bags do not hold bags of ice. It had melted. Not 100%, thank goodness I woke up, but it had melted enough that my trunk was soaking wet with cheese, melty water goo. And so I just threw it in the garbage, and I haven't told my husband yet because he won't be surprised. We'll see if he watches these videos. But it was a mess. And I just wanted to tell you that one of the things I liked about John's book is it talks about kicking perfectionism to the curb. It's one of the best ways to finish your goals, is to realize perfect isn't going to happen. And my Instagram story that I put up there was beautiful pictures, and I didn't show you melted cheese and soaking wet trunk. But the truth is, it's all that story. And I still, at the end of the day, had a great time. I met an author. I got an autographed book. I spent time with my dear friend. And, the melty cheese and the bag of ice didn't matter. So what I want to remind you today is kick perfectionism to the curb. Be real with people and recognize that I probably can match you story for story. That's all I got.